Hello?
We're here. I'm with you.
Okay.
Like the sunglasses.
Sorry, Dr. Newman, my earbuds fell out.
That's okay. You're fine.
Okay.
First, I need to apologize for Monday. I generally, I've got an iron stomach, and Monday I was just not good. So hopefully you all didn't schedule around it and show up and wonder where I was. So I apologize.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent.
Good. And I've been grading your assignments from last week. I still have a couple more to finish today, but I think I've graded both of yours already. So if you haven't seen it, it should be done. But do you all have any questions about last week's content?
No, I just wanted, I know that you said I was kind of on the right track. So I just kind of wanted to see where it was that where I can improve in terms of what you see.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm walking through. Go ahead.
So with your key publics, you're on the right track, but there's still too basic with not enough detail or information.
Okay, so you're looking for like demographic information?
Yeah. So like if you don't mind me sharing with everybody.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, so on yours you had publics, you had primary, secondary, and tertiary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All you had there was parents, and that was it. So really, what I'm looking for is just more depth of who they are, and what that does is it really helps you narrow your focus with your messages and how you're actually going to target them. So in other words, if we really take and think about who it is that we're talking to, we can really better craft the message to them so that they, one, not only receive the message well, or receive it as we intended, but then they will act on it. The more general the public, that means the more general the message we have to send, which means that there's a more likelihood of a greater number of people not receiving it and then not acting on it.
Okay, yeah, and if I could elaborate a little bit, when I said parents, since I'm a K through 8 school, my first focus would be the parents in general, because it would be the parents who have or who allow their children to participate in a camp, versus as I explained, that our kids come from different counties.
Right.
We're a public charter school.
And that just in and of itself, because they come from so far away, that is even more of a reason why you have to define them very well. Okay. So just for example, again, I'm not familiar with Los Angeles, but let's just say, people living in, let's just say downtown LA are going to be receive information differently than, let's say, people in San Diego or Beverly Hills or out further west in the desert area. Does that make sense? So that, and I'm not saying that's where your parents are coming from, but that the idea is to target them. So let's just say you've got a group of parents coming from one county. You may target them a little bit differently, send them a message a little bit differently than you would from another county.
Okay. Yeah, because I know and we do have different demographics, because we have some students that are homeless, And then we have other students whose parents are well-to-do.
Right.
So I have that huge range, which is, yeah, so, and I don't just want, and here, because we're an equal opportunity, even the students who can't afford uniforms, we will pay for their uniforms.
Right.
So, and that's just how it works. And then the parents who can contribute, we have a good parent volunteer system here. So parents just will drop off snacks for practice, or they're just those parents that are able to. So, yes, I guess we can have more of a personal one-on-one in terms of like how I would target that a little bit more, because I'm a little, I know, and then you said it'd be more specific, but in terms of demographics, since I have such a wide range, and I would want to target all the kids, yeah.
But maybe what you would have to do is pare your message down a little bit further, so that you really hit the. Yes, you want to target all the kids, but maybe there's a certain segment that is more important or more relevant than another for a given message.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about that and see how I can refine it.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Keith?
I'm all right.
Okay, I'm glad you're on. Well, I graded yours today, and we had talked before about some references. One of your references I corrected on there so that you'll actually kind of see what I'm talking about, and I gave you the page number where you will actually find that in the APA manual, if that helps.
Yeah. It's just I don't know what we doing. I really don't. I just don't understand nothing that we doing, because I mean, if there's a template or something we could follow, because right now I'm confused on the whole assignment. I just don't know what to do now.
Well,
I just got no clue.
Well, for being confused, you're on the right track. I mean, your publics I need a little bit more detail with, but your messages I thought were fine. Really what you're trying to do is create a public relations campaign. With you, we talked about it was recruiting high school students, correct?
I didn't understand nothing you just said, because it's I guess from the noise or whatever. You keep going in and out, so I didn't understand anything.
Awesome.
Really.
I'm speaking Chinese.
No, it just keep going in and out. Like it's a noise that keep from coming across that I have no clue. It's like you like you say Chinese. I really don't. I don't mean to talk bad about anybody's face, but
no, I understand. Is everybody else having the same issue with my sound?
Yeah.
Actually, I can hear you pretty well.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and jump on another Wi-Fi band. Hold on. I do have a pretty good signal, but just in case. All right, how about now? Is that any better?
yeah, it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Keith, what I said before was, for being confused, you're doing a really good job. You need to be a little bit more specific in your key publics, but I thought your key messages were pretty good this week.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not, and also I'm not getting this reference thing. It's just that I'm lost for that. I don't really know what to do, because I don't know. You say for a paper or actual paper, I don't know what we writing. Is it an actual paper, or is it just a discussion, or I don't know what specifically you want from references. I keep probably getting killed with my points because of that, but.
Well,
like I say, I don't know. I just right now I'm lost. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just lost.
Well, with the references, you need to get the APA 6th edition manual. And
I pulled it up. I got it. That's what I did. I even got a copy. I can show you right here in front of my thing. I got a copy of it. I got it right here at my desk. Right at my desk. But okay. I still don't know if that's right or wrong. And then when I do do this or do that, you mark it off. And then when I do this or do that, mark that off. So like I say, I don't know what page, what to do. Like I say, I'm lost. I swear. I'm lost.
Look at the comments that I put in your paper that I uploaded probably about an hour ago. And I actually outlined, I corrected one of your references the way it should be. And then I put the actual page number where that reference came from.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll try to do it that way too. I mean, I hope I don't get killed again, but I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try to do it that way. I'll try to do it that way.
Yeah. In terms of reference.
Hear you there. I'm trying to help you get through this process. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
In terms of reference, if I could. Yeah, if I could chime in terms of reference, I use a website that says cite this for me or something of that nature, and I've used APA. I type in APA format and it gives it to me the way the way the site says it's APA format, but it's still wrong. So I'm gonna have to go back and do reference for that too, because
now see. With yours, the issue that you have with yours this week is the second line, is the second line should be indented. Everything else is fine, but that second line should be indented.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? And I know that when I in the discussion when I cut and paste, like because I write my work on a Word document,
right.
And then I'll cut and paste, and then put it into my discussion, and it changes the entire format.
Well,
I don't know if that's happened for everyone.
Well, I don't mark off for format in discussions because that's just, I mean, I understand that happens. The only time I'm really looking at the format there is in your actual papers.
Okay. Yeah. I know that the second line does get indented. And if
I have my second line indented. I had it.
Yeah, but Keith, you had other issues.
No, okay.
Yeah, mine was the indented, Keith.
Right.
Okay.
So
thank you for clarifying that.
Visha, you have any questions?
No, I don't see I guess I don't see any comment or anything on my key publics and messages here, so I guess I'll be waiting for that.
Yeah, I may not have gotten to yours. I've got 3 left to grade, so I may not have gotten to yours.
Okay, that's quite fine. I was just waiting. And as far as I had the same issue as Priscilla, I used for the research and campaign objectives, I used citation.net. And that's why I got for the APA style, but I guess, I mean, I got your comments, and I would like to resubmit that, if that's possible, that paper.
Which paper?
I guess the research in the correct APA format then.
Well, when you can't resubmit that paper, but when you, as the semester goes on and you're submitting other things, really what I would like for you all to be doing is adding on everything so that you can go back and correct things. And I can go back and say, okay, you're good here, you're good here, you're good here. And then at the end, when you have your overall paper, your overall plan, everything is already corrected, and it should be an easy check off, and you're good to go.
Okay, just, my concern is I do not want, to weight me down because of the low score that I got, That was my only concern, but I mean, I'll work on it. Not a problem. I'll work on it. I'll correct it.
All right. So the other thing from last week that I wanted to touch on was the discussion question. I'm not really sure why that one was put that week. That one really should have been this week. So essentially, if you wrote anything, you got full credit for it. Because it wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't think it was fair for the people that maybe missed the mark where, you know, where you wouldn't have had the information yet anyway. So if you wrote something and it was coherent, you got full credit and just move on. What I was looking for was the policy information or things that you would have as policies for your media relations. In other words, you know, how you're going to interact with them, who's going to be speaking, if you're going to have one voice, you know, what's the process for getting credentials, who's going to be sending things out, those different types of things, as opposed to some of the other stuff that I got. So if you wrote something that was coherent, related to the course, you got full credit. And I think that was okay. All right.
Yeah, because I know even like this week's discussion topic has nothing to do with the reading from the chapters. Yeah, so I had to go just do out of research, you know, online research pertaining to what I thought is what was being looked for.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why they did that.
Yeah, I have the same issue too. I was like looking all over.
Yeah, this discussion this week, social media is nothing in that book or nothing in the reading that we have has nothing to do with social media.
Well, I think some of that is going to come from the videos, from the video portion.
Yeah, well, I took mine from the video. What I wrote, I hope is, you know, because from that girl that spoke, she the one had like the closest. So I just took a little bit from hers. That's about the closest I could get to it, and I kind of missed in a little bit of mine, but hers was more personal about what she does and not what actual social media. But okay, I hope I'm close.
Yeah, and I'm not as picky, let's just say, in discussions as I am in the actual paper. And I guess it really kind of depends on different professors. You know, I'm really, like I said, the first week, I'm really looking for you all to add value to the discussion, and that's really about it. So if you're close, you're going to be fine. If not, I'll let you know. And I think with the discussions, I don't think anybody's been way off the mark where I've said, you know, let's rethink it anyway. Okay. Make sense?
Okay. Yes. Thank you for that.
Sure. All right. Now this week, really, we're talking about media relations policies and the way that organizations are really interacting or reacting or whatever we want to call it with different media outlets has completely changed over the last 3, 4, or 5 years. You know, it used to be where if we wanted to get a story out, we had to send a news release out. Really, news releases aren't even really used a whole lot anymore because they're obsolete. You know, if we want to get a news story out, the organization will post something on their website, or they'll write the story and post it on Twitter or Facebook or what have you, or the beat writer or columnist from the newspaper will just go ahead and write it. So understand that the traditional ways that we've been interacting with media and the way that you all are going to be doing your campaigns is going to be completely different than the way it's been done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest way to get media or really anybody to react or listen to your message, I think it's found best on slide 3 of the employee news media tactics. Slide 3, where it says news value, tip cup. You know, the timeliness, impact, prominence, conflict, usualness, and proximity. That should really be your key. Those things, and it doesn't matter whether you're dealing with the media or you're dealing with your key publics, your students, your athletes, what have you. If we're hitting those key pieces, that's when they're going to listen. That's when they're going to take in the message. That's when they're actually going to act in the manner that we want them to act.
Okay.
You said an impact, proximity, and what else?
There's three of them. It's timeliness, impact, prominence, conflict, unusualness, and proximity. There's six.
Okay. New values.
Yes, news value. That's slide 3 of the employing news media tactics.
In chapter 8, right?
Again, that's a good question because I still think I'm using off the wrong book. But,
Yeah, in chapter 8.
Okay.
Oh, it's chapter.
News release, new value.
Okay, and really, if you think about it from how we get news ourselves, you know, if we wake up, you know, if we go to bed and we get an update from ESPN or news or what have you that, you know, whatever team wins, we get up the next morning and that's the first thing that we see on ESPN. Well, we're blowing it off because, number one, we already know about it because we found out about it yesterday. Right? And if it's something that is important to us, we're going to react to it. Right? So that's the idea of proximity, or how it's going to impact us, or how it's going to impact the community. So it's think of when you're creating your messages, think in those types of terms. Think in those 6 terms. How do they impact the message, or how does the message impact those 6 things? Really?
Well, that's what our paper this week.
Well, oh geez, I don't even know. Oh, bear with me here.
It's commercialization this week, or commercial.
It's communication, ain't it?
Communication channels, yeah.
Yeah.
Communication.
The channels. Bear with me here. Okay, so the communication channels is how you're actually going to communicate. Is it going to be newspaper? Is it going to be social media, radio, television, flyers, billboards, those different types of things? And that's where again, your key publics, having them defined very well, is going to help you. It's going to help define, you know, what those communication channels are.
Okay. On that, did you just want a bulleted list with a short description of how it would be implemented? Or because I know it's asking for, I think, like 3 to 5 pages. And I'm like, how do you get 3 to 5 pages of how you're going to, you know, of the types of communications you're going to send out?
Well, what I'd be looking for is for you to tell me, you know, which communication channel, okay, which public, and what messages are going to go through each channel. Okay, so you may have, let's just say, loudspeaker. Let's just say you've got a message you're going to go out over the loudspeaker. You know, your publics could be students, faculty, staff, coaches, and any parents that are in the building. So that could be 5 different key publics, right? But it could be one message. Right. If you're going to do social media, it could be 3 or 4 different messages on one platform to 4 or 5 different key publics. So that's how you're going to get the length in there.
Okay, so you're going to say what messages you're going to go through each public?
Yes.
Okay, which public, which communication?
Which communication channel?
And which public?
Which publics?
Publics, yeah, it might be 2 or 3 of them. And then what message are you going to use?
Right. What messages are going to be communicated through those communication channels?
What messages? 'Cause, 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 'cause Okay. Okay. Through each public or just one, or one major one?
Each public.
Okay, all right. Because they're probably gonna need more than one.
Right, right. More than likely, I don't know that there would be one channel that you just had one public.
No, it ain't gonna work.
That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because you
wouldn't get your message out.
Right. Right. So, do you have any other questions for me?
Nah.
Not as of yet.
Okay. Well, I hope you all have a good week. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll go on from there. All right?
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glad you're better.
All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
You too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.